Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
It's The In Show, Australia's only show dedicated to innovation from Adelaide, Australia and across the globe.
Hello, it's David Grice and Troy Sincock. We are talking innovation once again this week, and we got some weird and wonderful stories for you, David.
Just for me?
No, for everyone. But you get to sit here and endure it also.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, look, I think we're going in the world of space this week, aren't we?
Yeah, black holes, as a kid I was fascinated by them, but it's actually a bit scary.
Well, it does seem that way.
Well, here's Claire with the story, and you're going to hear about this thing called quenching. I've never heard about it before, but it has serious ramifications. What have you got for us, Claire?
Cheers, guys. This week I'll be talking about life-sucking black holes and what's in store for augmented reality in 2018. But first, researchers from the University of Michigan have developed a non-invasive treatment for tinnitus. Millions of people around the world who live with the incurable disorder hear phantom sounds like buzzing and ringing. Sufferers can either see a cognitive behavioural specialist to help them deal with the distress, use sound to drown it out, or get brain surgery, which isn't guaranteed to work. The disorder is caused by neurons which are misfired in part of the brainstem called the dorsal cochlear nucleus, which is responsible for processing oral information. The misfired neurons are meant to be activated when sound is interpreted by the brain. People with tinnitus have these neurons firing all the time, whether there's sound or not. So researchers in Michigan have developed a small box-like device that can help. It can retrain the brain by using combinations of pulses and sounds that decrease the amount of neurons. All users have to do is wear headphones and a set of electrodes on the head and neck for 30 minutes a day. Most of the volunteers who've tested the device say their tinnitus went away after using it for a few weeks, but that it came back after 1 week without it. More testing will be conducted on people with different types of tinnitus in April. Augmented reality is set to become mainstream this year. That means you can expect a whole lot more functionality. At the moment, most smartphones are primed to support AR, but we're just waiting for the interesting and super handy apps. There are apps available already, like one that helps you learn how to use a coffee machine. All you have to do is point your phone's camera at the machine and your screen will tell you what the different knobs do. It's a live walkthrough, not a tutorial. The app can even tell you if the water needs refilling or if the coffee capsule hasn't been inserted properly. But this is just the beginning. This year, live AR apps will instruct you on how to put together furniture. Fun live games will put zombies in your bedroom. You'll be able to virtually try on shoes to see if they fit, or even use the technology to see what restaurants offer the best deals on the street you're walking on. Tech companies, including Facebook, Apple and Google, are all investing millions of dollars into the technology, so expect life to get a whole lot more interesting. In the middle of every galaxy lies a huge black hole, but they don't just consume objects that pass near it. This new breakthrough proves that a black hole can eventually become so large that it stops galaxies from producing new stars in a process called quenching. Stars are created from cold gas, but when black holes become large enough, this gas is sucked into the void, causing bursts of high energy. This energy forces the cold gas out of the galaxy, making it impossible for new stars to form. The researchers analysed information about light from the Hobby Eberly Telescope Massive Galaxy Survey to develop historical snapshots of the formation of stars in galaxies. They then compared the histories of multiple black holes and discovered that quenching begins earlier and faster in galaxies that have bigger black holes. In a couple of billion years, this will be the inevitable fate of our own Milky Way galaxy. All of the stars will be quenched and the black hole will dissipate. And that's what's in news this week.
Thanks, Claire. Well, David, they're about to turn the lights out on us.
Oh, my goodness. What are we going to do when you want to, have a romantic evening with your partner? You're sort of sitting by the beach, you're looking into the sky, you see that myriad of beautiful stars and they're all gone.
I know we're not going to be here to experience it. It's going to be billions of years away. But part of me wants to stick around to see what this is like, because does that mean that, the sun is a star? Does that mean that one day there's literally the lights are going to be turned out on us? Well, imagine that. You're sunbathing on the beach, gone.
Gone. No sunsets.
The implications of that.
It really is kind of mind-boggling, isn't it?
Well, because humans need sunlight. We need vitamin D. Does that mean the end of the human race? Is this going to be the thing that wipes us out? I thought it was going to be, Donald Trump dropping a nuclear bomb. And here it is, a black hole is going to just take away everything we've known and loved.
Where's Sheldon Cooper when you need him?
Exactly. For more innovation news, you can check out the InShow.online and subscribe to the InShow podcast on iTunes and rate us 5 stars if you like. Tomorrow, David, we are going to be speaking to an inspirational woman. I love chatting to Wendy Perry, Managing Director of Workforce Blueprint.
Yeah, she's incredible. And what she's doing, not only locally here in South Australia, but around the world, is just profound.
Yeah, in all sorts of countries, from Indonesia, she was in Bhutan, the United States of America, Singapore. She's been all over the shop.
Yeah, and just basically helping companies and organisations reinvent the way they plan for their workforce.
Yeah, truly, you've got to hear this. She's taken a local business and made it like truly global. That's tomorrow on the InShow podcast.
The InShow News. Subscribe to the InShow podcast on iTunes. A Dave and the Beanstalk production.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.